Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. General Secretary AMMK Party, Mr. TTV Dhinakaran Sahib, Mr. Dehlan Bakhavi Sahab, National Vice President SDPI, DMDK Mr. Sridhar, District Secretary, Janab Vakil Sahab, President AIMIM Tamil Nadu, Tamil Nadu Forward Bloc Member Janab Ganesan Sahab, distinguished political leaders of various political parties seated on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, honorable members of different political parties. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. TTV Dhinakaran for accepting and including DMDK's Captain Vijaykanth Party's Sridhar. I want to thank Mr. TTV Dhinakaran for making my party AIMIM a part of this grand alliance, and I hope and I pray that inshallah this grand alliance will create history in Tamil Nadu politics by emerging as the third political force in the ensuing assembly elections. And I may also remind all of you that what Mr. TTV Dhinakaran is promising to the Muslims of Tamil Nadu in his manifesto is that 5% reservation will be given to the Muslim minorities. He has also promised in his election manifesto that there are 41 Muslim prisoners who have been convicted for life, who are still in jail, and they were not released by the ADMK party when other prisoners were released. Lot of constructive promises have been made to develop the Waqf properties, to ensure that the Ranganath Mishra Commission recommendations are implemented in toto, to ensure that Sachar Committee recommendations are also implemented. These are strong, concrete steps which any political party must take, and I'm very happy. And I would like to congratulate Mr. TTV Dhinakaran for including these concrete steps for the overall improvement of the Muslim minorities of Tamil Nadu. Why I say is that this grand alliance led by Mr. TTV Dhinakaran will emerge as a third political alternative is because there is a political space, there is a vacuum, and people of Tamil Nadu desire that they no more want politics of Tamil Nadu to be revolved around two political formations. And I'm sure that with all the hard work of all the ally partners, we will be able to occupy that political space which is there to be taken. And I have full confidence in the shrewdness and in the sagacity of Mr. TTV Dhinakaran. Our party strongly stands by him. We are working hard to ensure that not only our three assembly candidates win, but to also ensure that majority of the candidates from different political parties contesting with Mr. Dhinakaran, they stand to win. I must also bring to your notice that how ADMK and BJP are deceiving not only the people of Tamil Nadu, but the people of India in particular. Government of India headed by Mr. Modi, Prime Minister, today, they have decreased 17 paisa on diesel and 18 paisa on petrol. I want to ask the Chief Minister of ADMK, is this your worth? Is this your worth that Modi reduces 18 paisa and 17 paisa on diesel and petrol? I want to ask the ADMK leadership, how can they support BJP when United Nations Human Rights Commission was debating a motion to censure the Sri Lankan government for the atrocities that have been committed on Sri Lankan Tamils? the government headed by Modi abstained themselves from yesterday's voting. This clearly shows that the Modi government has no respect and neither do they stand for human rights violations or to provide to ensure that those people who committed those gross violations, the program should be brought to book. The third instance which I want to bring to your notice is that in Vellore, 75,000 people have lost their jobs in leather industry. You have BJP saying in the election manifesto that they will implement stringent cow slaughter law. Even without that law being enforced, already a law is there from 1976, but BJP wants to bring such legislation to ensure that more people are unemployed. May I also bring to your notice that on April 6, all of us should come out and vote and defeat not only ADMK but DMK, because you have seen that in the past DMK had allied with BJP. You have seen now that ADMK is part of Narendra Modi. People of Tamil Nadu want a secular alliance which will not only stand and represent the hope and aspirations which are mentioned in our constitution of liberty, equality, fraternity, justice, but to also ensure that the dreams of Anna, Periyar and Amma are realized in Tamil Nadu, which I feel that only TT Dhinakaran can take forward that legacy, and I am hopeful that he will emerge victorious. May I also bring to your notice that in Tamil Nadu, as far as Muslim minorities are concerned, their population is 7% and 11% of Muslims are languishing in jails and under trials. Who is responsible for this? You have DMK and ADMK accusing MMK and my party and other political parties. Who's responsible for this mess? How is it that there are so many dropout students of Muslim minorities? How is it that you only talk about defeating BJP? Yes, we also want to defeat BJP, but should that be the sole responsibility of the Muslims? Should that be the sole responsibility of weaker section and Dalits? What about their equality? What about their development? And this allegation which is false, which is being made by DMK and the so-called secular parties that we are B team, we are out here to divide votes. May I tell them very clearly and soundly that we are here to win, and we don't care who wins or loses, because if you fight an election, you have to defeat some political party. Our job is not to ensure that you win or they lose. Our primary objective is that our ally partners, our candidates win, and this we'll try to do. In DMK alliance, you have Congress party is supporting in Maharashtra Shiv Sena, and Shiv Sena chief minister stands up in the assembly and says that his party is proud of demolishing Babri Masjid. What kind of secularism is this? Will the DMK leadership, Mr. Stalin, stand up and say that does he agrees with what Congress party says? I had moved an amendment against the Citizen Amendment Act in the parliament. I want to ask DMK leadership, ADMK is completely hand in glove with Narendra Modi. In fact, the Tamil Nadu chief minister is sitting in the lap of Narendra Modi and drinking cup of tea, that we know very well. But the point over here is that in the Lok Sabha, when I had moved an amendment against the Citizen Amendment Act, I got only 8 votes. I got only 9 votes, and BJP got 324 votes. What stopped the DMK MPs supporting my amendment? What stopped the Congress party from supporting my amendments which were moved on behalf of MIM party in the Lok Sabha? What were my amendments? My amendments were that citizenship should not be connected to any religion, because that goes against the basic structure of our constitution. You had DMK which did not support my resolution, and now they have the cheek to say that we are dividing votes. That is why I say that Tamil Nadu requires a third political front, and I am sure that this time around people have made up their minds, and this alliance headed by Mr. TT Dhinakaran will emerge victorious, will create an history. And this allegation that we will support BJP or like, there's nothing about it. There is no truth whatsoever in it. Please don't get carried away. by such false and baseless allegations, by such false propaganda which is being deliberately propagated by these so-called secular parties. They are not at all secular. Can anyone give a guarantee that tomorrow these so-called secular parties will not be hand in glove with Narendra Modi? That is why I am requesting and appealing all of you to please unite, save Tamil Nadu from fascist forces, strengthen Tamil Nadu so that Tamil Nadu is safe from opportunistic politics of DMK. And now we have not only AMK but Captain Vijayakant's party is here. You have different political parties who are there in this alliance, and I am sure that this time around an historic victory will be given under the leadership of Mr. TTV Dhinakaran. But we have to ensure that we go out and vote on 6th of April. We have to go out and vote on 6th of April. And people who talk about my party, MIM party, being communal party or hand in glove or supporting this party, that party, I want to bring to your notice and remind you that our party had won 7 municipal corporators. In Godhra in Gujarat, we contested 8 seats, we won 7 seats. And now because of our support, we took support of 17 independent corporators. We made a Hindu a mayor of Godhra and a deputy mayor came to MIM party. This in itself is clear proof of what MIM stands for and how MIM is committed to the secularism that is part of our basic structure of our constitution. That is why I hope and pray that inshallah ta'ala on 6th of April, all of us will come out and vote so that we can give Tamil Nadu a third political front. I once again thank Mr. TTV Dhinakaran and all the ally partners for supporting our party. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.